Okay guys, rain, sleet, or snow, I am back with another crypto video. This first story here reads, UK Commission aims to clarify crypto property law. The proposal prioritizes keeping blockchain technology regulation dynamic, competitive, and flexible. As global authorities continue to wrestle with how to regulate cryptocurrencies, the UK Law Commission on Thursday proposed changes to clarify how property laws apply to digital assets in England and Wales. The 57-year-old commission says digital assets like crypto tokens and NFTs, unique blockchain tokens that signify ownership that are better known as NFTs, play an increasingly important role in modern society. Quote, digital assets such as NFTs and other crypto tokens have evolved and proliferated at great speed. So it's vital that our laws are adaptable enough to be able to accommodate them, said Professor Sarah Green, the Law Commissioner for Commercial and Common Law, in a statement. According to a post from the Law Commission, the UK government tasked the body with reviewing the law to ensure that it can accommodate digital assets as they continue to evolve and expand as stores of value, forms of payment, or equity or debt securities. To strengthen this approach, the agency suggests recognizing a new category of personal property called data objects. Quote, we provisionally conclude that crypto tokens satisfy our proposed criteria of data objects and are appropriate objects of property rights, the commission wrote. Among the implications of this classification is the possibility of setting awards or fines in cryptocurrency. We provisionally conclude that there is an arguable case for law reform to provide courts with the discretion to award a remedy where traditionally denominated in money, denominated in certain crypto tokens in appropriate cases. The Commission says the new proposal aims to deliver wider recognition and legal protection for digital assets, allowing a more diverse range of people and companies to interact online and benefit from them. Quote, while the law of England and Wales has gone some way to accommodate the rise of new technologies, the Commission argues that there are several key areas to require law reform to recognize and protect the rights of users and maximize the potential of digital assets, it wrote. The Commission is now looking for input from technologists and users to help examine how existing personal property applies to crypto, saying non-tangible nature of digital assets is why many do not fit easily into current private property law definitions. The new proposal explicitly recognizes quote-unquote data objects as a category of personal property under the law. Options for how the government could develop this specific property, the law around ownership and control, and the law around transfers and transactions involving digital assets. So there's one more. I'm gonna just read the last paragraph too. It's important that we focus on developing the right legal foundations to support the emerging technologies, rather than pushing or rushing to impose structures that could stifle their development, Green continued. By clarifying the law, England and Wales could reap the potential rewards and position itself as a global hub for digital assets. In an unrelated case, a UK judge rules individuals and entities can now be served legal documents via NFTs, showcasing a move to adopt blockchain technology. Now that to me probably stands out more than anything else that I just read, because again, a lot of times when it comes to NFTs, people keep talking about NFTs from what I consider a very surface level base point, where they're focusing on pictures of monkeys, which there's nothing wrong with that, But whenever people want to discredit the idea or potential of NFTs, that's what they go to. Like they want to just say, oh, it's just a picture of a monkey, and oh, I can right click and hit save and all this other stuff, and they're not looking at the bigger potential. Many people, including myself, have pointed out, listen, in the future, deeds to houses there could be an NFT for that. You'll have an NFT for the title to your car. You'll have an NFT copy of your lease for your apartment or whatever. Like you can have an NFT contract with whoever. Like NFTs, who knows how far NFTs could go. Even that last sentence in this article saying that they were considering serving out certain legal documents in the UK via an NFT. I said that's a big deal, not necessarily in a good way, but it's a big deal because I didn't even think about people getting served with NFTs. You imagine, like that absolutely could be the future. Because at that point, they wouldn't even be concerned with trying to serve people certain papers for like lawsuits and stuff in person. They would just whatever piece of technology you have, which everybody has some, and they all know where to track us. They would just just instantly just hack into your phone and just throw an NFT on it saying, listen, you just been served. You have to you got to go to court for this or for that. So that's interesting to me. But it's interesting that you're seeing all these countries trying to put together, they're scrambling to try to put together crypto regulations. But I don't like how many of these countries, well, all of these countries really are just complete liars when it comes to talking about what their true intentions are. Like in this article, they mentioned wanting to consult with the people and technologists and all this, and they're trying to make it seem as though they're not trying to truly. None of these countries are really trying to be like a real hub for digital assets. Because in general, you would focus more so on you would focus more so on things that actually could help investors, help crypto companies, help innovation. But they're not thinking about that. What are they thinking about? They're thinking about looking for ways to tax people. They're looking for ways to make it to where they can benefit from it, to where they can leech off of people's assets like they already do. So they're just full of crap, man. Like they really are. They might be trying a little bit harder than America, maybe, kind of. Debatable, but at the same time, it's still no better. Because even something as simple as wanting to call it data objects. Why would you call it data objects? People in the crypto space have already been saying that we view these things as digital assets. Why would you not just roll with that and call it a digital asset? Why are you calling it a data object? Again, that's something really subtle, but I think a big reason for them wanting to do little things like change the name of it is because ultimately they want to take control of it. They want to take control of it, and they want to just slowly tweak it over time. Because there's no reason to call personal property somebody's crypto that's personal property. There's no point of calling that property under the law a data object. You literally could have just called it a digital asset. So I don't trust that even the slightest bit, man. Next story I want to get into here is a story that, to me, I find interesting. But it's a story from Zach Retker, and it reads, did Ripple just say they bought $1.7 billion worth of XRP in quarter 2? And somebody named Anders responded to that by saying, yep, and they still made $400 million. And the person attached a screenshot of that same, of the notice, or I forgot what they call it, of the documents where Ripple's reporting their earnings in quarter 2. Next story I want to get into here is a story from John Deaton. Well, it's technically from John Deaton. So it's right here. It's pretty much just John Deaton just calling out. He's not really calling them out, but to me, it's calling out cowards who really weren't focused on actually supporting Ripple from the jump. They're only now trying to speak out publicly because Ethereum is now getting caught in the crossfire, so they feel threatened. Even though it should have been obvious to them that this was going to happen no matter what. But it is what it is, man. So, but the post from John Deaton reads, I would never say names, but some very important leaders within the crypto community have told me privately that they can't or won't say anything publicly but support the truth being exposed. Regardless of it all, I will continue to condemn tribalism. Besides, I still own ETH. So I think that's just complete nonsense, obviously. Like, why on earth would these people, they're so focused on their personal gain that they didn't look at the bigger picture? I don't respect any of them, whoever they are, and I have a hunch who many of them are, but whoever they are, I think they're all cowards. At the end of the day, this was something bigger than their personal investment, but they didn't care because they were more focused on their personal investment. And now they're scared because they could take a hit on their personal investment. So now they're mad. Now they want to come out and say go Ripple. For what? You should have been down for this 2 years ago. People were celebrating Ripple getting sued by the SEC. They were rejoicing. For what? For what? And now, a year and a half, 2 years later, now when Coinbase is essentially now getting caught in the crossfire with the SEC, and the SEC has now essentially put out a warning shot letting people know, listen, we coming after Ether next, because now, like, they said 9 ERC20 tokens were securities. So now these same people, they want to jump on the Ripple bandwagon because Ripple and XRP supported investors. We were stuck on our own the whole time, and we fought back in any way we could. Obviously, we're not Ripple, but many of us joined the John Deaton lawsuits. It's like over 68,000 people, and then also you have people actually in the case for Ripple. Like, they've been fighting back, and now not only because they're winning, but also because you are feeling threatened and realize you're seeing the writing on the wall. Now you want to team up. I don't respect that. I don't respect that one bit. I didn't mean to go on a rant like that, but I don't respect that one bit. Next story here is actually a clip from the digital asset investor I want to play, where he's calling out all the people in the crypto media who have chosen not to support or bring on John Deaton to talk to him more about him coming into the Ripple and SEC case.